Imagine there are two guys, Mark and John. John follows a healthy, clean diet. He goes to the gym about 2 to 3 times a week. Every day he reads books to improve himself and become better. He dresses well and takes care of his hygiene. Mark, on the other hand, thinks that diets are stupid and he eats mostly highly processed fast food. He is about 10 kilograms overweight. And he doesn't go to the gym because he thinks they are strange and weird. He doesn't read because books are boring. He doesn't wear nice clothes because people should like him for him, right? The clothes are also expensive and companies just want to make money off him. And honestly, his hygiene is really weak. Now, I have a question for you. Who do you think will be treated better by people? Mark or John? Obviously, John. Who would you like to go for a coffee with? Mark or John? Answer for yourself. Who would have a better career? Who would have a more attractive partner? Who do you think would be happier? I guess that the answer is pretty obvious, right? But why is that? What's happening here? Is it because John has better genetics than Mark? Or maybe he was born in a richer family? The answer is simple, and yet you always forget about it. It's because people don't treat you like you want to be treated. They treat you like you treat yourself. If you only remember one thing from this video, it's this. The world is like a mirror. Whatever you give to the world, you will receive back. And this is deeper than you think. When you give love to yourself, what you will receive from the world is love back. But when you give hate to yourself, what you will receive is hate. It's actually that simple. Now, I want this video to be a message for you that you should treat yourself the way you want to be treated by other people. And other people will not start treating you differently until you start treating yourself differently. And I want to give you a framework on how you can actually treat yourself the right way so that you can achieve your goals and live the life you've always dreamt about. Now, there is a golden rule I've learned from Jordan Peterson when it comes to treating yourself and overall the relationship you have with yourself. And this was in the book 12 Rules for Life. The rule is: treat yourself like someone you are responsible for. For example, a child you're responsible for, or a dog you're responsible for. And think about all the situations you have every day from the perspective, from the lens of how would I treat myself if I was someone that I am responsible for helping? How would you treat a friend that you're responsible for helping? Just because sometimes we're our own worst critics, we attack ourselves, we have all this world against us, all these people who don't believe in us, all this doubt and negativity, and we decide to fight against ourselves. And I just feel like this is not the way we should go. I think that we should take care of ourselves, as Jordan said, like we're someone we're responsible for helping. And let's define some terms. People throw this word around all the time right now. Self-love. You need to love yourself, man, right? Self-love. And most people use this self-love talk to allow themselves to indulge into eating some junk food, or they allow themselves to watch Netflix for 12 hours a day, or they allow themselves to just sleep for 12 hours and not get out of bed in the morning. And I think that this is a misconception, that this is a mistake. And I think that doing those things is not self-love at all. Because in my world, self-love is holding yourself to a high standard. So write this down. Remember this. Self-love is not letting yourself go to McDonald's and ordering all the sweet and salty foods that you love. It's about having a high standard for yourself, a high standard for your work, a high standard for your appearance, a high standard for your fitness, and a high standard for the people around you. And I would like to show you and discuss with you a few examples where you can apply that self-love, those high standards, so that your life becomes better. Going to sleep on time. I know it doesn't sound sexy. It's not just drink some wine, drink some alcohol, you'll feel better. Now, that's not the self-love that we are talking about here today, not on this channel, and you'll not hear these words from my mouth. What I'm speaking about is when you know you have goals. You want to start a business, or you want to get in shape, or you want to find a romantic partner, or maybe you want to get that promotion at work. What happens is there are certain requirements that you need to meet. This is one of the mistakes I made when I started my first ever business. I wanted the lifestyle of an entrepreneur, of a business owner. I wanted the cars, the apartments, the holidays, the restaurants, and all of that. But I didn't want the lifestyle of an entrepreneur, and those are two completely different things. And as far as I'm concerned, if you want something, but you don't want to pay the price for it, either give it up, forget about it, or figure out how you can get yourself to pay the price. There is no point in desiring something you're not willing to pay the price for. So in this context, I remember that this is why I failed in my first business. I will tell you the story. It's a long story some other time, but basically I was too immature. I wasn't ready to have the lifestyle needed to be an entrepreneur. And now, when it comes to going to sleep on time, this is probably one of the requirements for high performance, because sleep hypercharges your creativity, it hypercharges your energy, it makes your metabolism better, it improves your body composition, and it overall makes you a much more efficient human being. Therefore, going to sleep on time is a necessity for self-love, because how can you say you love yourself and not take care of your sleep? One of the key points, one of the biggest improvers you can get in your life. Waking up when you want to, meaning actually not letting other people tell you when you should wake up, because some people will tell you should wake up early or you should wake up late. The question you should ask yourself is, when should I wake up to achieve my goals? When should I wake up to be the best human I can possibly be? And then you are able to figure out from first principles, originally from inside, not from what other people tell you, because you will find successful people who sleep long and you will find successful people who wake up early. The question is, what do you need to do to become the type of person that you want to be? And here also consider this: there is no perfect way, there is only your way, and you need to decide on your context, in your situation, what is the best option. Should you wake up early? Should you wake up late? I prefer to wake up early. I wake up at 6 every day, weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, but this is what is required for my goals. And if it's required to wake up 5 a.m., that's what the hell I'm going to do. There is no, oh, maybe this, maybe that, maybe I'll sleep in. No, I love myself too much to allow myself to lower the standards, right? And this is the type of self-love that I want you to have. It's be uncompromising. Do not negotiate the things you care about. Next one. This one gets me so furious sometimes. It's taking care of your body. How can you say you love yourself when you're overweight? How is it possible? You know that your body is not healthy. You know that you have higher blood pressure and high cholesterol, and that you're probably going to die faster. How can you say that this is self-love? Really, how? I believe that is you're just lying to yourself. Or people who do this, they lie to themselves because they know that obesity is not healthy, and they still try to rationalize it and say, yes, I love myself. Love yourself whatever size you are. Well, but what about your liver? What about your heart? Your heart is only working harder when you are bigger. Your liver only has more problems. Your lungs, you need to carry more weight. Try walking with a backpack with 10 kgs of books on your back for one day. See how that feels. See how that feels on your joints, on your knees, on your ankles. This is the first step. First, you take care of your body, then you can take care of your environment, right? So I see 0 point in what people try to preach online these days. Oh, love yourself, whatever size you are, right? As long as you're healthy. If you are healthy, if your blood work is great, if your glucose is great, if you wake up full of energy, if you're not depressed, go ahead. But until you fix that one, until you've taken care of your body, then what are we talking about? You haven't even given yourself a chance to be happy, to be satisfied. You haven't given yourself the necessary time and attention to take care of your body. How can you take care of anyone or anything else in this world? I'm serious, right? This is one of the biggest hurdles I think that you should jump over. Start taking care of your body, and then all of a sudden you will notice that when you stick to something and you improve something, you are going to get much more motivated to improve other things in your life. Learn something new. Do you think that the person who invests into education and learning new skills and reading books loves themselves less or more than someone who just watches TV and invests all of their time into other people's products? Basically, that's what you're doing. You're spending time on them. You're giving the most important resource you have, which is your time, because you can always make more money, but you cannot take away this minute that I've just spent speaking to you. It's gone forever. So the most important resource that you have is your time. You cannot get it back. And you're spending the most important resource of your life on people who don't even know you exist, because influencers and celebrities, they don't know you are real. They don't know that you exist. They don't care about you. If something happened to you, they wouldn't even blink an eye, right? All these people that you follow, all those Netflix series that you watch, they don't care about you at all, actually. You need to take care of yourself, but how can you take care of yourself? Well, you invest that time into yourself, into becoming a better person, into having more skills and resources to deal with the world better, to have a more satisfying life, to be happier and to be more competent, right? Not investing the time into other people's lives. Yes, please, I will watch this 6 seasons of a Netflix show. What? Really? Is that how you become better? Is that self-love? Or is self-love saying to yourself, well, maybe I should grab a book and read and educate myself on investing into the stock market so that I can have a stable, secure financial future for my family and for myself, so that I can finally go on holidays without stress. Next one, something so simple and yet ignored by so many. What sort of clothes do you wear? Do you purchase the best clothes for yourself? And don't take it the way that you should buy designer brands only. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Don't try to pick it and say, yeah, oh, she's talking about designer brands. No, what I'm saying is, are you picking clothes for yourself like you would pick clothes for someone that you're responsible for? Let's say, hypothetically, that you had a child that you, maybe not a child, a teenager that you're responsible for. And that teenager is going to go into work. He's 18, he's beginning to work. Now, what would you make him put on? for him to be most successful in this work, would you let him wear gym gloves all the time? I love gym wear, but I don't think it's the best gear for professional success, right? And if I had to help someone be professionally successful, I for sure would not dress them in gym wear. I'd probably put on like elegant, high-class clothing. It doesn't have to be very expensive. All it has to be polished, it has to be you, and it has to look professional and neat. And whenever you're thinking of buying yourself something new, think about this definition of self-love, about that golden rule I gave you from Jordan Peterson. Treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. What would you buy for yourself if you were responsible for helping yourself? And just go in with that question. I promise you, the choices you make will be much different. Another one, even more basic, your hygiene. I'm going to be honest here. Most people that I encounter at the gym, for example, stink. And when I smell them, how can you do anything when you smell bad? This is another one where you don't even give yourself a chance. You don't give yourself a chance to be successful, to be liked, to be confident. There is no confidence when you stink. And just prioritizing your hygiene, making sure that your hair looks great, making sure that your face doesn't have any acne on it, making sure that you smell nice when you walk into a room, making sure that your teeth are clean and that your breath doesn't stink. These are just basics, but what you do is you think that these basics are too small for you, that you're meant for bigger things, and then you just decide to ignore them completely. So just take a moment to think about actionable ways where you could improve your hygiene. Think about the cologne that you're wearing, that you're spraying, and the fragrance that you're spraying on yourself. The fragrances don't have to. I love Prada, I love Chanel, I love all those brands, Dior for perfumes. You don't have to buy them. You can buy cheap fragrance for $50 or $60, but the effect it will have on your confidence, how you will feel about yourself, and also how other people see you will be unbelievable. So write down, think about the most actionable ways you can improve your hygiene. Next one, saying no when you want to. When someone invites you to a party and you don't really want to go, do you say yes or no? Do you prioritize your own needs? And do you allow yourself to actually make a decision? Or maybe when you're invited, you kill that voice inside you that says, maybe I want to stay at home. Maybe I can finally work on that project that's important to me. Maybe you just kill that voice. Maybe you just, I don't hear you. I have to go to the party. Otherwise, the people that don't even care about me will be mad at me, right? Or the people that I don't even like, that I pretend to like, are going to be mad at me. So another form of self-love that you can actually implement is saying no when you want to. When you want to say no, you feel that inside, I don't want to agree to this. Say it. This is how you actually love yourself. Not by stuffing your face with chocolates, not by stuffing your face with sweets or fast food or pizza, but having a high standard for yourself, for who you are as a person. And just eliminate the definition of overindulging in pleasure as self-love. Not true, fake, at least not for me, and I hope so that it's not for you as well. Another one, very close to the saying no when you want to, guard yourself from negative people. Treat yourself like a VIP hotel restaurant. Do not let people into your environment who want to damage it or who want to break it, or maybe who are not fit for it, who are, I'm sorry, excuse me, you cannot enter this VIP hotel restaurant because you need to be dressed a certain way and you need to be a certain caliber of individual. And I don't think what you're doing is beneficial for my growth and for my journey, right? In this way, you can actually create an environment of people who are cultivating your happiness, your progress, and who are also helping you improve. and treat you the same way as you treat yourself. And the last one, when it comes to your environment, everything that you have around you, just treat yourself to this attitude, to this behavior. Always go first class. You are a first class individual. You are somebody who deserves the best in the phone that you have, in the hotels that you sleep at, in the way you travel around in the world, your car. Also, simple things. You deserve first class. You are a first class individual because you do first class work and you put everything into that. This is not some, oh yes, just spend however much money you want. No, being a first class individual goes further than that, because it's not only, oh, I want first class, yeah, give me that new phone, or give me that new t-shirt, or I want this nice watch. No. You also need to have first class input. How does a first class individual work? Work habits, hygiene. It's all connected together. So go first class in everything that you do because you are a first class individual. Diet, what sorts of foods do you eat? Do you eat first class foods? Are your meals first class? Is your health first class? So the overall message here is, remember, self-love is not overindulging in pleasure. This is just something they want to feed you from the media for you to spend more time watching their shows on Netflix, or for you to spend more of your precious time just watching TV and celebrities. No, self-love is holding yourself to a higher standard, to a standard that you know that you deserve. And I've mentioned many examples here today of how you can actually love yourself more. But the main message is, be a first-class individual and go first class with everything that you do, right? The sorts of food that you have, the sorts of clothes that you wear, the sorts of fragrances that you wear that we spoke about today, first-class hygiene, first-class environment, first-class work. That's how you actually invest in yourself and how you can actually love yourself in a way that's beneficial to you. All right, this is it for today. And if you want to get Read Like a Native, Speak Like a Boss, my top 50 books reading list, it's the first link in the description. Download it and you'll get a nice email from me every week with a lesson, mindset, or something that helped me along my journey. This is it for today. Bye-bye.